What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're having some fun with a really cool card out of the new set with Beifong's Bounty Hunters, and maybe, just maybe, get to combo our opponents out, which should be kind of fun. And credit goes to Yeoman5. You should go follow him on social if you haven't. YOMAN5. If you haven't, it'll come up on socials. Dude did a lot of work on this one, and this is actually a lot of fun because we get to play Scavenger's Talent, a card that's kind of gone forgotten a little bit here. We do have Bloodghast, which is key to the combo as you're able to get your lands back from Earthbending. This just gets to come back to the battlefield, which is super sweet. We do have Heartless Act, which is a reprint. I have the old ones already in my account. But yeah, good reprint to see back. Lively Dirge can help us search for things, which is super nice. We do have Shoot the Seraph for some more removal. Umbral Collar Zealot as a way to have an easy sacrifice outlet. Vengeful Blood Witch just to kind of help polish off the combo, if you will. Town Greeter, which can help us hit our mana and put things in the graveyard. And then we have Foggy Swamp Visions. So this is actually pretty cool. In addition to cast this spell, Waterbend X. Exile X target creatures from graveyards. And then for each creature that's exiled this way, create a token that's a copy of it. At the beginning of your next end step, sacrifice those tokens. So it's pretty cool. For one turn, you can be like, okay, we're gonna get rid of all these things, and then we're going to make these actual creature tokens, and then at the end of the turn, they're gone. And if our goal is just to sacrifice things anyway and combo somebody out, ta-da, not a bad situation. And then we have Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier. We've all seen enough Sephiroth to know you're just trying to drain your opponent, get the emblem, all the good stuff. But Beifong's Bounty Hunter, this is the card, kind of the star of the show here. Whenever a non-land creature you control dies, Earthbend X, where X is that creature's power. Now notice two things about this card. One, it doesn't say other, so it does happen for itself. If your opponent goes to kill it, you still end up with a 4/4 land. The other thing, it also doesn't say non-token. So anything that has tokens, then those die, and they also go ahead and Earthbend your lands. So a lot of fun stuff going on here. We also have Overlord of the Baelmerk. Super fun with this. Another way to find the cards we need to. And use Social Engineering. This is also fun because if you're trying to combo, you can just warp this in, and now if you sacrifice a land that's been earthbent, then it comes back, and then you make a 2/2, then you can sack the 2/2, and so on and so on, right? Lots of fun stuff we could do here. So there's a lot of little mini combos kind of sprinkled throughout this list. We'll see how it works. But as always, if you want to buy this or anything else, because, you know, Avatar's out, you might want to go save some money. Save yourself 5%. Use my code DRAGN, DRAGN, over at Tales of Adventure. Good people over there, and they support the channel. But now, let's go see if Bounty Hunters can hunt down some wins. Okay, we have some damaged lands. We have a Town Greeter. I guess we have to keep this. While we obviously would prefer one of these not enter tapped, it's not the worst thing. Also, you don't mind having these desert lands if you have some sack combo with Beifong's Hunter, because it speeds up the situation, right? Every time this dies, it returns to the battlefield, deals a damage. Oh, is this a new board? What do we have? Nothing interactive? We have like Iroh's Tea Shop in the corner. I mean, stuff makes different sounds, but that's about it. Very disappointing. Though, to be fair, I don't know legally, contractually, what they could do with a Avatar. Oh, wait, you can make stuff fall out of the cabbage basket. Okay, that's kind of dumb, but amusing. All right, let's see what we get. Put two cards we do like over there. That's disappointing. I'm going to take this since I'm already going to be playing Gulch tapped next turn, and then we want to try to hit the Beifong's Bounty Hunters. However, you don't mind having all the stuff in the graveyard, since you can just go ahead and pay a bunch of mana for this later. Add 2 mana combination of color spent only to cast Lessons. As much as I want to play Bounty Hunters, I kind of do want to just kill this. That could end up being a lot of mana really fast, and I don't want to have to worry about it. Alright. And here's the sick part. Our opponent could kill our Bounty Hunters. We end up with a 4/4 land. It's in the graveyard, and then we could still get the benefit of it later. That kind of seems like cheating. Alright. We get... I think I'm just going to take a swamp. At some point, we have enough tap lands. Let's try to figure out where we want to be here. Man, what do we have in the yard, actually? So we have 2 Zealots and an Overlord. Okay. 2 Zealots and an Overlord. What can we do with that? You gain 3 when attacks or become or blocks if there are 3 or more lessons in your graveyard. Okay. And then adds mana. Cool, cool, cool. So what if we get to where we have 5? Actually, man, could we? I don't know. We're close. We're close. Depending. There's another Zealot. All right. I think we go for it with this guy here. Actually, you know, it's almost worth attacking and letting these die. So we can just start getting lands we could sacrifice later, but I don't know. Sweet. That was all part of my plan, opponents. You just didn't know. Well, I guess killing that herbalist didn't really matter. They had plenty left over. Jeez. Alright, I'm willing to attack for 4. This is the crazy part about earthbending. You can just attack frivolously, because if your land dies, it just comes back. It's a wild ability. Alright, in the turn. I think I'm just going to go for it next turn. Just to use the new cards and show them off. Instead of just waiting around for a perfect situation. During your turn, each lesson in your graveyard, blah, 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 has flashback. Lessons has flashback 1. Ugh. That's gross. Yeah, you just get to draw cards and kill things. Yeah, that's sick. Iroh Grand Lotus is so good. Equal to a number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. Okay. So it doesn't count exile like some of the previous versions of that. Do I want to sack a thing? Nah, that's fine. It's not that important. Plus, if I have them on the battlefield, it's easier to waterbend. Wait, exile target creature card from graveyards? It doesn't even say our graveyard. Yo. So you can use this against the Temur graveyard stuff that people are playing right now. That's sick. Whenever one or more creatures you control dies, create a food token. Okay, well, we have a lot of options here, folks. A whole lot of options. What if we... trying to figure out, like, what's the most efficient thing we can do here? We get token, Beifong's Bounty Hunter tokens. So that's 3. So we do this for 6. Target player mills cards. I'm just trying to, like, how do we do anything functional with this? It's all I'm thinking. But I'm going to do it anyway. Let's just see what happens. We're going to do it for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no. I only have to do it. I need 6 mana. So it's just, what do we want to waterbend for? Hold on. It's worded a little weird. All right, so we can Caller, Overlord, Hunter, and Caller. I guess we just do it, yeah. All right, let's go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 just so if we find Sephiroth or something off of this, we can still do it. Let's tap. Oh no, do they have something to respond here? Oh, that's bad. Okay. Turns out they didn't. Oh, we're gonna kill the predator? Or hunters, I mean? Oh, we're killing that. Yeah, sure. That doesn't feel nearly as bad as that could have been. Let's put stuff here. Well, good news, bad news. We did not find the card we were hoping to find. Do guys have haste? Nope. The creature's exiled this way. Nope, says nothing about haste or anything. Alright. Well, that's good to know. Let's sacrifice some things. Put that on one of the gulches. Ooh, you're nice. Yeah, sure. Select this. Put it on one of the gulches. All right. That turn ended up okay, all things considered. And we're at 20, so we're not going to take a dumb amount of damage here, even if they kill our Zealot. And then we can just go up on this and see what happens. Iroh, Firebending 1. I mean, you might as well attack with Iroh as well. No, Big Iroh's just like, nah, I need to block. Fair. I can respect it. Think we level this up once. This at the beginning of our end step. Sacrifice any number of non-lands and return something. Yeah, let's just level it up. And let's go ahead and go here. Oh, man. All right. Give me one of these then, I guess. What the hell? Why not? Sack 3 things and return a creature card from a graveyard with finality counter. Nothing really worth return. I guess we return Overlord, actually. Yeah, sure. You got it. Let's get Overlord. Billion triggers, do a bunch of things. Mill ourself. And then you can have a little action. I know you want some lessons in your graveyard. Okay, there's a Sephiroth and a Beifong's Bounty Hunter. That's all we were really looking for. Cool. All right. I mean, at some point, if they just kill our Zealot, it does cause a few problems here. But they might be saving it to kill a Beifong's Bounty Hunter. Still get in there for 2. Oh, if you attack with anything else, rest assured I'm blocking. I was like, maybe they have something they want to do with all that mana. I don't know, because it was both Fire Breathe. All right. And you have... What's the unknown card here? Hey, thanks for the new subscriber. Much appreciated. Opponent? Okay, they used it on the Overlord. Fantastic. Okay, now we're cooking. Oh, yeah, we're good now. Our turn. All right. Now we get to do all the silly things. We get to play this. And then we get to start comboing. All right, so we sacrifice one of these. Actually, I did that backwards. I should have sacrificed one of the other guys first, but it's all right. We can mill them out at this rate anyway. Yeah, opponent's saying GG. They see with the writing on the wall now. Yep, we can respond at instant speed. Yeah, if anybody doesn't understand, here we'll just go sacrifice, blood gas, they mill, sacrifice, blood gas, they mill, sacrifice, blood gas, they mill. The whole time putting counters on our lands, sacrifice the land, it comes back, and then all these blood gas then return from the graveyard. We sack one of the lands that we put all the tokens on, it comes back, and just do that until the opponent's just milled out here. So, kind of crazy, but it actually works. So I'm not going to play that on an early access event. All right. Let's keep it. Not the most exciting keep, but we'll see what happens. All right. It is cool we get to play with Scavenger's Talent. It's been a long time since I've played this card. At least a couple of sets since. Bossing Say, it's untapped if we control a basic, which we do. Look at that. Bossing Say, also sick, y'all. Just turning any land into a 2/2, great. Ooh, we have a Sephiroth in the yard already. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Alright, this is a little suspicious. The opponent decided not to do anything, but... yeah, I'll attack. You want to flash in? Nope, because there are some allies that you could flash in, so that could have been a real thing. And no counter. Wow. I guess we'll get a Beifong's Deuter. Why not? Oh, so you did have it. You just didn't want to kill a thing. Alright, fair. Especially if you're going to play the dude that turns these into 2/2s. That makes sense. I have Sephiroth, Avatar. Alright, alright. Nah, legit. That's a real card. And let's see. Search your library, put it in your graveyard. So I need 5 mana if I want to do all the things. But I could just return 2 things with total mana value for it. So I could just get Sephiroth here if we wanted to. I think I'm going to go here. No tax. I mean, I assume they have some kind of removal here, but we can get it back anyway next turn with an Overlord if we just really need to. But I assume there's something. Alright. Ooh, that's a lot of mana available. What do we got? Okay. That could have been worse. It's probably about as least threatening as that turn could have been, actually. Like, that could have been a lot worse for us. Alright, so I think we just play full price Overlord here. Because we might just be on blocking duty. Because math is definitely for blockers in this scenario. Ooh. Do we want an Umbral Caller Zealot or a Blood Witch? I guess we take the Zealot. I don't even necessarily want to have the Bloodghast die here, because if our plan is to play Zealot next turn, there's more value in sacrificing this since we already have a land. So no attacks. Alright. Let's see how badly this goes for us. Yeah, more dudes. Like, I don't disagree. Interesting that they played it during their upkeep. What is this? Put a plus on each creature you control. Gosh damn. Alright, we're gonna have to combo this win out. We're not gonna be able to punch through here, I don't believe. Oh no, we are definitely not punching through now. Oh yeah. Are we just dead? No, actually. Oh wait. No, we're good. I'm just like, wait a minute. They didn't do anything there. Okay, crazy. Wild, but all right. Oh crap, I did that wrong. Ah, well, it doesn't really matter all that much in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is weird, because this didn't even feel like we should have been in contention to even have a shot in this game, but here we are. Put counters on this thing, so we can speed up the process. Yeah, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Like, this is just gonna take longer is all. Doesn't really change anything. Yeah, this is crazy that this is even a thing. Also, by the way, remember if y'all watched our review show and Dev was trying to convince me that like Beifong's Bounty Hunter's not that good. I was like, I'm telling you, dude, there's a bunch of things you can do with this card. Let's keep this. All right, we just drew a Sephiroth straight up. That's cool. Oh, what are you gonna do here? To my little old blood gas. Oh, okay. Well, those are things. You have blue and green mana. All right, I guess we're attacking and just playing Sephiroth. I mean, I guess. Oh, it's a Drunith deck. Yeah, makes sense. All right, well, good news. We have a Heartless Act. Bad news, can't kill a thing with counters on it. So that's its own issue right now. We could do this. All right, we found a land. We were getting close. It was on the last card. And then if we Blood Witch, then next turn we could Umbral Caller Zealot. All right, we got to try, I guess. I don't want to put the Zealot out there till we have to. But there's a world where maybe we could play this, sack Bloodghast. If we find a land, Bloodghast comes back. Sack that, sack the Greeter, sack the Blood Witch. It's a lot going on, a little complicated, but it could get us there. Or if we find another Town Greeter, kind of similar, then we just have another creature to sacrifice. Though, we can also remove 3 counters from Drunith later. That's the other side of it, if we need it. Alright, you still have mana. Quite a lot, actually. 2, 3, 4 if you need it. Oh, no. Alright, I guess good news. Again, we can remove counters off an Ouroboros. That's something. Okay. Man, we need to shoot the sheriff. Actually, I think we're just dead now. That was not a card we wanted to see. So, yeah, I don't think we can do it, y'all. I think they got us. And the right situation, too. We were tapped out at either chance to be able to kill those. Yeah, that wasn't going to help us. Gosh dang it. I don't even have anything good in my yard to return with the Lively Dirge. That's rough. I'm just kind of going through the motions here. They have Tramplers that are going to be real big, so I think we're dead. I'm just double checking. Another Bloodghast. But those don't particularly do anything here. And Sephiroth has to attack for us to get to flip them. There's a Beifong's Bounty here, but there's no way for us to get this onto the battlefield. Yeah, even if we just draw this card, we're just dead, right? Dang. Yeah, they got us on this one. We just don't have a thing. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Weren't quite there. I mean, we got them down to 5, so it's not like nothing, but yeah, we're just dead. GG's. Man, that was close. All right. Come get it. Double Ouroboros, you got it, man. Come with it. It's interesting they're playing Badger Mole in that deck, because that's a deck that actually doesn't need Badger Mole. Like, that deck is good at doing what it does already anyway. It's not like Badger Mole's bad to have in anything. I think there's just a lot of decks that are jamming it right now that don't really need it. Even some of the ones we had built, we don't really need the Badger Mole in it. Yeah, attack for lots many. Yep. We go first. We have Sephiroth. Yeah, we're going to keep this. We're going to keep this. Assuming we find something playable off one of these Overlords. If we don't, this hand's just going to go to crap. But feels reasonable. Ugh. I'd probably want to kill a Llanowar Elf. Oh, I can't actually with these. Never mind. I thought I had a Heartless Act in hand. I do not. I have a Lively Dirge. Ooh, let's get a Town Greeter, because then that means we get a free Blood Gas, which is nice. And there's another Badger Mole Cup. So we're just seeing this everywhere right now. Alright. I mean, it's good for doing stuff like this, though. I mean, opponent's going to start next turn with access to, like, I don't know, 7 mana or some crazy number. Let's go here. We'll get a Festering Gulch. We will play a Gulch. Get a Blood Gas, which doesn't do anything. Alright. I think next turn we just have to go for Sephiroth. Sack the Blood Gas, get some life back. Play the other Gulch, get the Blood Gas back, and then hope we hit something after that. Yeah, why not? Shoot. That's legit. And a Collector's Cage. You got it, fam. This is a deck that's taking advantage of the Badger Mole. This is why you play Badger Mole. I mean, there's a good chance we're just dead next to him with a Crater Hoof or whatever under there. I would not be shocked if that were the case. All right, let's see what you got. Whatever's under there, you just get to wreck us, opponent. Yep, so you get to use it, then bounce it. Yeah, put it on any creature and you're good here. Gear Hulk, okay. That doesn't make us dead, I suppose. Oh, well, now we're dead anyway. All right, GG's. Like, now you just get rid of our creatures and attack for 1,000,000 and we just die, right? Like, we don't even need all this Collector Cage nonsense. Like, you just literally make us get rid of our Greeter and our Sephiroth and attack for 1,000,000. Yeah, just go for it. Why they're not getting rid of our stuff, I don't know. I guess I'll block then. I mean, now we get rid of the Sephiroth? Maybe just wait in post-combat, since there's no chance for Sephiroth to do anything. Or do anything productive anyway. Huh. But, well, this creates a question. Is there anything we can do to not die here? I don't think so. I'm just like, I'm trying to think about, what do we do here? Like, we play this. This can only get us a 2/2. We could spend all our mana. Oh, actually, hold on. We have an Umbercaller Zealot already in the yard. Ooh, hold up. That's 2. We have 3. Ah, we're just short, though. Dang it. Oh, this is so close. So we do this. Yeah, it's going to cost 4. Yeah, we're just not there. Man, it's close. God, it's close. Yeah, it's not quite good enough, though. Oh, I guess I could have done it in another way, but it wouldn't have mattered, though. We could have sacked. Yeah. Wouldn't have quite got us there. Man, that was close. But yeah, their draw was really good, though. They deserve the win. I mean, I misplayed it to where I could have got a couple more points of life out of it, but ultimately, I don't think it matters. If there's some weird situation here where we actually get another turn, then cool, we can combo out. But to be honest, we shouldn't even have had this turn. Like, I don't know why they let us have it, because they literally could have just sacked these guys. Yeah, okay, cool. You got it. You had so many ways to win, opponent. We were way dead. Let's keep it. Not the sexiest thing, but, you know, at least we have mana. We can find more mana. We load the graveyard. This is fine. Oh, gross. Well, that's a thing. All right, we will take the Restless Cottage. Oh, that's fun. All right, let's go ahead and go with that. And you know what? If you don't have anything out, let's roll with this. We can take our time with the rest of it. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, mono red and super control decks in the early access event are just silly. Like, just like you're saying, you played against a high noon deck and it took half your lunch break. Like, that's not fun. Whenever Tiley attacks, you can pay 1. When you do, target creature can't block and it has prowess. Alright, that feels like something we need to kill. Let's attack. I'm just going to do this and pass. Would you like to pay any mana so I can't block? Probably not, because I just have a 1/1. Oh, you're paying it anyway. Wow, okay. Sure. Nothing? Alright, I'll take a shot. Oh, that's it? Wow, I thought that turn was going to be so much worse. Like, what? Seriously? Yeah, that felt crazy, actually. Alright. Well, if I can find a land, next turn's pretty solid. Okay, we did. Would prefer an untapped one, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. It's going to be tapped anyway here. And then we can level this up. We can play Sephiroth, sack a dude, and then kind of go to work from there. Ooh, and a Zealot. Not quite where we want to be. Close, though. Oh, I should have leveled first, actually. That was a little bit sloppy. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. I could just go ahead and just play Zealot here and just set up things for later, now that we got the bounty hunters. And if people don't know, a lot of the times they'll end up killing Sephiroth instead of the Zealot, and the Zealot's actually the combo piece. Cell Sword? Yeah, sure. Just straight up playing it. Wow. Alright, well, here we are. Do you have the pieces? They do not. Alright, well, here we go then. Get a lot of triggers. Put this on. Do I have a... Yeah, there we do. Yeah, it doesn't really matter here. Once you're moving, if they don't have a response, then none of this is relevant. Yep. Might as well just get rid of that. Like, then we sack. Yeah, they see it. Good deal. Yep. Just going through the motions to finish things up here. That is the one good thing about being able to put the counters on, like Fetid Gulch or Fetid Gulch, is that you actually get to speed up the situation. And now we can attack with the Sephiroth and call it good. The silly thing, too, is you can also do this at instant speed, which makes it an even crazier combo for a creature combo situation. Yeah, why not? Sure. Alright. Cool. Alright. Yeah, so overall, this was pretty neat. One thing we did notice was a problem. Was Heartless Act doesn't kill nearly as much stuff, and it was a kind of a safe include in the set. There were many times, because allies were able to put counters on things, the Earthbending puts counters all over the place in various versions of those. You still have all the Druna attacks, things with Ouroboros or whatever, like, you can still remove counters, so it's not like it doesn't have value. But man, there was a couple of times where we needed to be able to kill something, we just couldn't. So we might need to look at other, like, more Shoot the Sheriff or maybe some other things as well. Lively Dirge is actually not bad as a one-of, just to be able to get stuff out of the yard. Obviously, Beifong's Bounty Hunter is just great for a pile of different reasons. If anything, I think we never... I guess on turns, even where we could use the engineering, it just wasn't that valuable to us in an odd way. It's almost like having the extra blood gas if you need to combo off or whatever. But we didn't miss it all that much. In reality, the one time we used this, it was very good. I think we only cast it one time, and we had another time where we had it in hand but didn't actually need it. But really good. Especially since you have all these kind of little dorks that aren't doing much, where, like, maybe you can't block with the blood gas anyway, and a town greeter's not a good blocker. So you're just like, okay, we'll just water bend for extra and just get all this stuff out. And that's actually pretty nice. So I can appreciate that. And we did get to use Scavenger's Talent a couple of times. Sometimes actually, we did it one time as a kill condition to mill somebody, and then we used it another time just to be able to get the treasures to get stuff back out from a graveyard. So yeah, I mean, overall, the deck does what you want it to do. If anything, like I said, probably some extra spot removal. I would swap up the Heartless Axe and probably the Engineering into some other types of removal cards. Don't know if maybe, like, another Shoot the Sheriff and, like, 2 copies of Maelstrom Pulse or something of that nature could probably work. I don't really know. But, yeah, otherwise, cool deck. If you wanted to see some crazy stuff you could do with the Bounty Hunters, this is one of those things, and it made good use of new cards, which is actually really sweet. But yeah, as always, link will be, take you over to Moxfield where you can download it, all that fun stuff. But it's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.